9:30. We're talking games. In fact, we're talking the E3 gaming conference, which is happening right now in LA with Gerard Campbell at stuff.co.nz. Good morning to you, Gerard.
Good morning to you, Glenn. How are you today?
Good, thank you. And in fact, the fact that E3 is on marks an anniversary, and you being on the Radio Wammo Show.
Yes.
What was the year that you went? The first year.
Ooh. I've been 2005, 2009, and 2010. So was it 2009?
It must be on since 2009.
Did we first start?
Yeah, there you go.
Does that sound about right?
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Cake and cookies.
But not there this year. But in some ways, it's easier to follow what's going on when you're not there, because it means you're not caught up in one particular conference from one of the game developers. You can be across most of what's actually happening when you're just viewing it online.
Yeah, well, with the wonders of modern technology, we can sort of follow several things at once, can't we? You know, we can follow Twitter on one little window, and we can follow conferences on the other. So it's wonderful.
And so today's the day that the big game developers and hardware manufacturers have their conferences and let the cat out of the bag, as it were, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. Well, today is it's Monday in the States, so it's really the first days. You know, you have your pre-show conferences, and we had Microsoft Xbox this morning at 4:30 a.m. NZ time, and then we've got Sony about 1 o'clock today, and then I think Nintendo about similar time to Microsoft, so they're about sort of 4:30, I think, tomorrow. Then plus you've got, you know, publishers like EA and Ubisoft and those sorts of things. So yeah, this is sort of when they sort of bring out this is what we've got coming for you. And I think you'll probably agree that the Xbox one this morning was probably more about content than it was about games, really.
Yeah, really cementing the Xbox as an entertainment device, an all-round entertainment device in the living room rather than just a gaming console. There seemed to be this emphasis on content arrangements with various partners in the States.
Yes, and of course, very, really big focus on content partners in the States. I mean, things like I've had some press releases come through, but I haven't read those yet. But things like Nickelodeon and Paramount, and coming to content with those, a lot of Spanish language channels.
Yeah.
NBA, NHL, sports, ESPN feeds, those sorts of things, which we won't get here, of course.
No.
Unfortunately, which is a shame. And I think also for the first time this year, Microsoft live streamed their conference on the Xbox with an app. So that was quite interesting. Mine crashed just before it was due to start, so I had to go back onto the web. But an interesting thing was that Microsoft, there was the usual Kinect. There was a lot of games now using more Kinect voice support. EA Sports, Madden, and FIFA. But an interesting one was the South Park game that's coming out next year. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head.
Because I've played a South Park game, but it was a tower defense one.
Yes, that was tower defense. But the other one, this new one that Matt Stone and Trey Parker came on stage to talk a wee bit about, it's called South Park: The Stick of Truth, and it sort of looks like a bit of an action one where, you're the new kid on the block and you have to save the day. But of course, another interesting thing that Microsoft talked about was Smart Glass, which, from my reading, seems to be it's a free app that you can use to sort of interconnect several devices, any devices that you've got, smartphones or tablets, and sort of share and sort of extend Xbox content. So, the demo that they showed us was, and of course this is over any tablet, so it's Android and iOS as well. So that's a big thing. It's covering in just about every base.
Yeah.
Something that they showed was that their guy from Xbox Live started showing a movie on the Xbox console, and then he activated this app, and he got sort of additional content on his tablet. And an example of that was, you could do matchmaking or whatever on your tablet, or if you're watching an episode of Game of Thrones, as he gave an example, you are able to get a map of sort of locations pop up onto your tablet. So it's sort of providing additional immersive content to that experience. But I agree with what you said earlier, Glenn, that that I think we're reaching the end or near the end of the sort of current generation. So I don't expect. Well, there was nothing from Microsoft this year about any new console, and I suspect it'll be the same with Sony. But really, today's Xbox was really about entertainment content on your console rather than just games. And they've always talked for a long time that they want it to be the center of your living room, and this is just pushing that even further.
I guess it gives some people certainty if they want to get into the Xbox universe, some certainty that there is not going to be another piece of technology that will supersede it in the next year. Yeah,
I certainly don't think. I thought that they might have slightly hinted at perhaps what they were going to be doing next, but there was no hint. But yeah, I certainly think that they're sticking with the current console for at least the next year, I think, and just trying to shore up that this is an all-in-one device that can, you can watch your internet. Hey, talking about internet, the Internet Explorer is coming to the Xbox.
That's a big thing.
360 as well.
I wonder if it will support Flash.
Well, I don't know.
Because with browsing on a media player like the Xbox, you probably you're probably going to be browsing to sites you think that you can play video from. So I wonder if it will support Flash. It'd be interesting.
Yes, I mean, you can certainly use this, and you can also use the Smart Glass app to use, say, a mobile phone as a pointing, as a device, so you can move your finger around the screen, or that'll move the pointer around. So yeah, I think Microsoft this year, a real big push on not just all about games, it's about the content, entertainment content, and I think that will annoy a lot of these hardcore gamers who bought their console because they want to play all the blockbuster games. I mean, we had an unveil of Halo 4, which looks pretty good. New Splinter Cell games are coming, and some new Tomb Raider, and it was rounded off by a demonstration of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 2 game, which I thought looked a bit generic and usual first-person shootery. But
just
we'll see.
I saw the Medal of Honor at the EA conference just before, and that just looked like another Medal of Honor.
Well, I think I think what's happening is that there probably won't be a lot of innovation at the moment until the new next-gen consoles come through. We won't start seeing that. So
I tell you what did look impressive though for the PC, SimCity. That looks really good. A brand new version of SimCity. Just the graphics on it are amazing, but the gameplay looked really, really similar to the original SimCity 2000 or something along those lines that many people loved. So I don't think it'll disappoint.
Yes, no, SimCity is a great game. I remember playing SimCity 2000 on the PC many years ago. So yes, still life there, which is great. But so it'll be interesting to see what Sony comes out with this afternoon. I'll try and see if I can find a live stream or watch that. And then Nintendo tomorrow, which we all know have got a new console, their Wii U. So that's no surprise. But so it's going to be an interesting week. The flurry of emails will continue. Indeed.
What's the best site for people to keep up, do you think, with everything that's happening there?
Well, I'll be blogging about it, so that would, of course, be the best site. But
of course, stuff.co.nz, entertainment section, the Game Junkie blog.
It is famous. I'm I guess thinking, probably things like usual sites like Eurogamer, GameSpot.
Yeah.
The publisher's own sites, those sorts of things. But everyone will have their own sort of personal site they'd like to go to, Game Planet and Gamer and those sorts of things. Kotaku, Joystick, Polygon, all those sorts of things. So yeah, they're going to have floods and floods and floods of, and there's a few Kiwis over there. E3 this year too. So we'll get some local Kiwi angles with the black.
Check it out. Gerard Campbell on Twitter as well. No doubt he'll be tweeting.
Yes.
Game Junkie NZ he is. Thanks very much, Gerard.
Not a